So hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to Creatrix. Welcome to Unacademy. So in these sessions, we are going to start the communication system and you are going to study the communication system like never before. So before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Vishal Soni and I have cleared ESC examination 2 times, both times in double digit rank. And I have also served as a Group A Gazette officer in Indian Railways and in Indian Telecommunication Services. And I have also cleared a lot of public sector examinations. So right now I'm teaching on Unacademy and I really feel proud to be the part of the Unacademy team, because Unacademy is the revolution in the field of free education and in the field of affordable education, and we as a team are really looking forward for every student to just come onto the Unacademy platform. You can attend the special classes, you can come onto this YouTube channel and you can stay connected with us so that you can understand the quality education and you can understand the efforts that we are putting in, so that every student of this country, whether he stays in a village or he stays in a town, should get the access of the content, that too in a very affordable prices, and he can also or she can also clear the examination with the best possible ranks. So right now I'm teaching on Unacademy with more than 15 million watch minutes in the overall duration and 2 million watch minutes in the last 30 days. So I am right now the top educator in Unacademy across all the branches, having rank 4 right now. And you can also follow me on Unacademy on this particular link. So you can go and follow me on Unacademy. Apart from that, my advice to every student is that how should you crack the examination and what are the components to cracking the examination. So the first question that comes to the mind, that can anyone prepare from the YouTube? Yes, you can prepare from the YouTube, but you should develop or cultivate some habits in yourself. For example, you should be very much disciplined. You should arrange the extra resources. For example, the PDFs you have to arrange, the test series you have to arrange by yourself, and most importantly, that self-discipline you should be containing in yourself, so that you can be very corrective manner and you can approach the examination in the best possible manner. So all these things you have to arrange yourself. The sense of competitiveness you have to cultivate in yourself, because the audience on the YouTube are not that much of competitive in nature, or maybe you cannot feel the competition which is present right now. So all these things are the part of the journey if you want to prepare through the YouTube, or maybe if you want to prepare through the free resources. Apart from that, if you want that you should get complete content, then this is the YouTube channel. On this YouTube channel itself, all the free content are available. You just have to go to the playlist. All the subjects are completed there. You just have to go and watch all the lectures one by one. Definitely will be getting benefited. But the extra things that I have told you, that the self-discipline and the sense of competitiveness and a lot of things you have to arrange by yourself. If you are comfortable in that, then you can do that. Apart from that, you should also have Unacademy learning app, so that the special classes you can attend. A lot of educators in this country are actually providing the special classes, that too absolutely free of cost, so that you can get the quality content in the best possible manner. Apart from that, there is also another component for you, which is Unacademy Plus. So on Unacademy Plus, what is your job? You just have to study. If you join this Unacademy Plus, you do not have to worry about the crash courses, weekly test, doubt solving sessions, the language barrier, rank improvement batches, live classes. So all these things will be taken care by the Unacademy. You just have to take the Unacademy Plus subscription and you have to come on to the Unacademy. You will be daily getting the live classes. You will be getting the crash courses. When you will be getting the crash courses? When the syllabus are completed. You will be getting the weekly test in the form of quizzes. Every fourth class is the doubt solving session, which is the major you can say the component or the major impact will be creating on your studies will be this doubt solving group. Because until and unless your doubts are not being cleared, until and unless you are not able to clear your doubts, you will never get the confidence in the subject. So once you come on to this Unacademy Plus, every fourth class is doubt solving session. Apart from that, various other doubt solving sessions are going on. So ultimately you will be getting your doubts cleared and you will gain confidence in the subject. The language barrier will not be an issue, because the batches will be running both Hindi and in English, and rank improvement batches will also be there. So all these things are the component of this Plus subscription. Once you come on to this Unacademy Plus, you do not have to be worried about your self-discipline, your competitiveness nature. Everything will be present on Unacademy, because a lot of other students will be there. Since the classes will be live, you can also watch it recorded later on. So the discipline automatically comes, because you get the idea that you will be having the daily live classes. Apart from that, there is also one iconic subscription. In this iconic subscription, the game changer is this personal coach. So this subscription is for them who thinks that their basics are weak, or those who are talented but they needs a continuous push. So this personal coach will be guiding you throughout your strategy. He will be giving you the study planners. You will be getting the study booster sessions. Once you will get the test, you will be getting the analytics. Analytics plays a major role in improving yourself. We as a teacher also get our analytics so that we can improve on the daily basis. So once you start getting the analytics, you will be also improving massively on the daily basis. Apart from that, there will also be the guidance for the mains once you clear the prelims, and there will also be the guidance for the interview once you clear the mains. So once you take the Iconic subscription, all the benefits of the Plus are included by default in this. And if you take the Plus subscription, then also these things will be included in that, though, so that will also create impact in your preparation, so that you just have to study. Rest of the things will be taken care by Unacademy. So now let us start the class and let us understand what we have to study in this particular topic.
Hello friends, welcome to this lecture of communication system. So in the last class we discussed about the optimum filter, and we discussed that how the design of the filter can significantly reduce the probability of error. So basically what filter does, it maximizes the signal power to noise power ratio at the sampling instance. So let me again draw this optimum filter and the basic digital receiver. So here this is the pulse S of t which is coming. Somewhere in the channel this white noise gets added, then this ST plus WT reaches to the receiver. The first block of the receiver is a filter and the second block is a sampler which is sampling at the same instance, which is equal to the duration of the transmitted pulse. So the duration of the transmitted pulse is T and it is something like this. Then we have a decision device and the output of this filter is considered as Y and it becomes Y. So whenever Y greater than lambda, it decides in the favor of 1, and whenever Y is less than lambda, it decides in the favor of 0. So after this particular instance, this input is ST plus WT and this becomes your S0 T plus NT. So after sampling it becomes Y of t which is equal to S0 T plus NT. So if we design our masked filter in such a way that it maximizes the signal power to noise power ratio at the sampling instance, so we obtained that the maximum signal to noise ratio at the sampling instance, which is equal to the maximum signal power at the sampling instance upon the noise power at the sampling instance. So it comes out to be energy of the pulse at the input of the filter upon power spectral density of the noise at the input of the filter. So this was the ratio of the signal to noise ratio. Now you know that this maximum value has been achieved only when this particular mathematical expression h of f equal to s of f e power j 2 pi ft conjugate was true. Then only the Short's inequality resulted in the maximum value of signal to noise ratio. And you must also understand that this particular expression we have obtained only when noise is white in nature or noise is white noise. So we have obtained this expression only for white noise, and for any general noise you have to go through the derivation again. Now let us try to design the filter. So designing of optimum filter. So a filter should be designed in such a way that it maximizes signal power to noise power ratio, signal power to noise power ratio at sampling instances. So a filter should be designed in such a way that it maximizes signal power to noise power ratio at sampling instances. So for that, we know that if this condition is true, then only signal power to noise power ratio can be maximized at the sampling instance. So if we will put this conjugate individually, so it will become S conjugate F and e to the power j 2 pi ft conjugate, or this h of f can be written as S conjugate of f e power minus j 2 pi ft. Now we know that the transmitted pulse S of t, the transmitted pulse h of t is real, so h of t becomes equal to, the transmitted pulse will be st. So the transmitted pulse S of t is real, so S of t will become S conjugate t. If we take Fourier transform both the sides, then S of f becomes S conjugate of minus f, or we can write S conjugate of f equal to S of minus f. Now the condition which we obtained was h of f S conjugate of f e power minus j 2 pi ft. Now you can write this S conjugate of f as S of minus f. So this will become S of minus f e power minus j 2 pi ft. So this is the value of h of f, or the frequency response of the LTI filter. Now let me start from here, that if h of t has Fourier transform of h of f, so this is the first condition. Secondly, let S of t has Fourier transform of S of f, so this S of minus t will have Fourier transform of S of minus f, and if I replace my t with t minus t, so it becomes e power minus j 2 pi ft S of minus f. So if you arrange it a little bit, so it will become S of capital T minus t, it will have Fourier transform S of minus f e power minus j 2 pi ft. If you will compare the right half side, then this right half side is exactly matching with this h of f, so it becomes h of f. Then obviously this function is going to be h of t. So you get the unit impulse response of the filter, which is coming out to be S of t minus t. So for maximizing the signal to noise ratio at the sampling instance, the filter should be having frequency response, or h of f equal to S conjugate of f e power minus j 2 pi ft, or you can write it as S of minus f e power minus j 2 pi ft. So this is the frequency response of the filter in frequency domain, and if you rearrange this particular quantity in time domain, then you can write the unit impulse response of the filter is S of t minus t. So to maximize signal to noise ratio, or signal power to noise power ratio at sampling instance t equal to t, the filter should be designed such that the unit impulse response in time domain becomes h of t equal to s of t minus t, and the frequency response becomes s conjugate f e power minus j 2 pi ft, or which is equal to s of minus f e power minus j 2 pi ft. So you have to design your filter in the following ways. Now let us try to see how we will get this h of t. So suppose your s of t versus t graph is given. So first of all, you should fold your s of t versus t graph in order to obtain s of minus t versus t. Then you should shift s of minus t versus t rightwards by capital T units. So here we will get s of t minus t versus t. So basically, if s of t versus t or s of t is given, then first of all fold this s of t or take its mirror image with respect to vertical axis. Then you should perform shift right by capital T amount. So it will become s of t minus t, or it will become h of t. And third point, you should notice that if h of t equal to s of t minus t, then obviously the s of t can also be written as h of t minus t. So this is very important property. Also, you should understand that if your signal s of t is energy signal and you have its energy as est, then the signal h of t, which is equal to s of t minus t, will also be an energy signal. And we know that by time scaling, by time reversal or time shifting, the energy does not change. So this s of t was energy signal. After reversal and time shifting by a finite quantity, it will again remain an energy signal, and energy will also remain same. So this this energy of h of t will be equal to energy of s of t. So the energy of the unit impulse response of the LTI filter will always be equal to the energy of incoming pulse if the purpose is the maximization of signal to noise ratio at the sampling instance. So now let us try to understand it by an example. So this is your transmitted pulse s of t. This is the filter h of t, and this is the output s naught t. So suppose I am taking this s of t to be a simple pulse of t duration. So this is your s of t versus t. Now what you can observe about this, that it is an energy signal. That is quite obvious. And the energy of the signal is a square into t. Also the duration of this signal is t. So if I have to draw the h of t, so we know that to draw the h of t, we have to draw basically s of t minus t. So basically I have to fold this s of t first, or I have to get s of minus t, then I have to shift it by t units rightwards. So this s of t is given. First of all, I will get s of minus t. So this will be s of minus t 0 a. Now, in order to obtain the h of t, we have to shift this graph by capital T units rightwards. So we will shift it by t unit rightwards. So we will get 0 to t. This value will become a. So it will become s of t minus t. Now you can see that the graph of h of t, which was s of t minus t, is coming out to be something like this. This is 0 t. So from here you can notice that it is an energy signal. The energy of unit impulse response of the filter is a square t, which is same as energy of the signal, that we have already concluded, and the duration is t. So from here you should notice that the duration of transmitted pulse, the duration of transmitted pulse matches with the duration of unit impulse response of LTI system. So sometimes this LTI system or LTI filter, so sometimes this LTI system or LTI filter is also called as matched filter. So it is also called as matched filter because the duration of the input pulse or the transmitted pulse matches exactly with the unit impulse response of the LTI system or LTI filter. So that is why this optimum filter is sometimes also known as matched filter. Now we know that we have obtained this S of t. We also designed this h of t. Now let us try to observe this s naught t, which will be s naught t convolution h of t. So we have this s of t, which is 0 to t, this value as a. It becomes s of t versus t, and we have to convolve the signal with the unit impulse response, which is h of t versus t. So the output, which is s naught t, equal to st convolution h of t. So you know that these two are the rectangular pulses of same duration. So the duration of the rectangular pulses are same. So the resultant signal will be a triangle. So first of all, the lower limits will get added up. So 0 plus 0 will become 0. This upper limits will also get added up. So t plus t becomes 2t. Now the shape will be triangular in nature. This is triangular shape, and this value will be t. We know that the multiplication of this amplitude define its slope. So the slope becomes a square. Here the slope becomes minus a square, and this value becomes a square t. So here you should also notice one important point is that if you calculate the energy of this s of t signal and if you calculate the energy of this h of t signal, both are same, and energy of this signal is also a square t, energy of this signal is also a square t. Now you try to notice the result of this matched filter and try to notice its peak value. So you can very clearly notice that energy of this signal or energy of the unit impulse response will always be equal to the maximum value of the output of the filter. So the energy of the transmitted pulse or the energy of the unit impulse response is always equal to the maximum value of the output pulse or the maximum value of the s naught t. So it will be the maximum value of s naught t, and it all going to be equal to a square t. Also, you know that this s of t will be transmitted through h of t, the output will become s naught t, and it will be sampled at t equal to t in order to obtain s naught t. So you can see very clearly from here that if you will observe this s naught t, and this is the s naught t signal, and if you take sample at t equal to t instance, then it is the maximum possible value of s naught t. So this is the maximum possible value of s naught t which is obtained by the sample. So from here you can also say that whenever we have designed the filter in such a way that this h of t is s of t minus t, then at the sampling instance always the maximum amplitude of the s naught t will be sampled, or the maximum sample value is already been taken care of, because here we are just taking the sample at t equal to t, and it is by default giving us the maximum value of the signal at the sampling instance. So that was the whole idea behind this designing of mesh filter, that we should get the maximum signal power at the sampling instance. And in this case you can also notice that here also you are getting the maximum sample value at t equal to t. So that is already been taken care of once you have designed the filter by taking this particular expression. So we have taken some important conclusions. Now let us try to define let us try to accumulate the properties of the LTI, properties of the masked filter. So I will define the properties of the masked filter one by one. So you should also understand all the properties, and you should try to remember all the properties, because most of the questions are based on these properties of the masked filter. So I'll start with the properties of matched filter. So the first property, so before starting the properties of the masked filter, let us define few definition. Let capital T is duration of input pulse, and it eventually matches with sampling instance. So the first property of the masked filter is that the unit impulse response of the masked filter is s of t minus t in time domain, and alternatively you can also write that s of t should be equal to h of t minus t. So both these properties are interchangeable. Also, this h of f in frequency domain should be equal to s conjugate of f e power minus j 2 pi ft, or it should be equal to s of minus f e power minus j 2 pi ft. Third important property is the output of the masked filter is always the convolution of ht and st. Fourth important property is that h of t, s of t and s naught t are nothing but energy signals. So these three are energy signals. Also, the energy of the transmitted pulse and the energy of the unit impulse response always matches. Also, you can see that the energy of the transmitted pulse and the energy of the unit impulse response always matches, and it is the peak value of the output of the filter. So it becomes the peak value of the output of the filter. Here I have taken the mod because energy cannot be negative. So even if the peak value is negative, you should take mod and you should calculate the maximum possible value. Next important property which you should notice is, suppose we have this masked filter, and now I'm defining this optimum filter's name as matched filter. So if this is your masked filter, this is s of t, this will be the sampler at t equal to t, and at this particular instance you are calculating the signal power to noise power ratio, and it is coming out to be energy of the pulse divided by power spectral density of the input noise. So this is the idea behind the matched filter. This is WT. So this is the whole idea behind this, and it is the maximum SNR. So suppose first of all I took another pulse S1t, due to which has the energy of, this pulse has energy of ES1, and I took another pulse S2t, and this pulse has energy of ES2t, and let me consider that the energy of the pulse S1 is greater than the energy of the pulse S2. Now suppose if S1t plus WT is passed through this setup, which is matched filter, again the sampler at t equal to t, and after the sampling instance we have to calculate the maximum signal power to noise power, and it is coming out to be in this case ES1 upon N0 by 2, and let me call this value as SNR1. Simply, if S2t plus WT is passed through this matched filter, and again at t equal to t we are sampling, so the maximum signal to noise ratio at the sampling instance will become ES2 upon N0 by 2, and let me call this as SNR2. Initially you have very clearly mentioned that energy of the pulse S1 will be greater than S2, so here ES1 will be greater than ES2, or you can say that the SNR1 will be greater than SNR2. So the maximum signal to noise ratio with respect to this S1t will be greater as compared to this S2t. So if the signal to noise ratio at the sampling instance will be more, obviously the chances of the probability of error will be less in first setup rather than second setup. So if any signal or if any pulse is having higher energy, which is being entering into this digital receiver setup, or it is entering into the matched filter, then it will always result in lesser probability of error. So if some pulses are being transmitted which has energy of something like this, then the probability of error occurred by them will lie in this ratio. So if the energy of the transmitting pulse is higher, then it is expected that it will lead in lesser probability of error. So this was the next property. Now let's move on to the next property, which is also very important. We know that this S of t is energy signal, so we can calculate its Fourier transform. It will become S of f, and if I will calculate its energy spectral density, so the energy spectral density becomes mod of SF square. So it becomes mod of SF square. Similarly, I can also calculate its autocorrelation function, and it will become S of t convolution with S of minus t, and I can replace this t with tau, and the Fourier transform of this autocorrelation function will always become the energy spectral density. So this was all about this S of t. Same calculations you can do for S naught t. This S naught t is also an energy signal. You can calculate its Fourier transform. It becomes S naught f. The energy spectral density of S naught f will become mod of S naught f square. So Similarly, you can calculate the autocorrelation function, and this autocorrelation function will become Rs tau, and this Fourier transform you can simply write G S naught F. So this is the S naught T. Now let us try to have few important results. This is your ST, this is filter H of T, this is output S naught T. You know that this H of T is equal to S of T minus T. This is the first condition, and the second condition is H of F equal to S conjugate F e power minus j 2 pi ft. So we can write S naught T equal to ST convolution HT. If we take Fourier transform on both sides, so you can have S naught F equal to SF into HF. So this S naught F can be written as SF into S conjugate F into e power minus j 2 pi ft. So this S naught F becomes equal to mod of SF square e power minus j 2 pi ft, and from here you can write S naught F equal to energy spectral density of F into e power minus j 2 pi ft. So this is the first property which you should remember, that spectrum of output signal is equal to power energy spectral density of input pulse into e power minus j 2 pi ft. So we have got S naught F equal to GSF e power minus j 2 pi ft. This is the first formula which you should remember. Now if you take mod of S naught F, so since the ESTs are always positive, so the modulus of EST e power minus j 2 pi ft, so it will remain GSF, its modulus will become 1, so it becomes equal to mod of GSF, or you can write it as GSF. So mod of S naught F become equal to GSF, which means the magnitude of output spectrum will always be equal to the energy spectral density of the input pulse. Also, you know that the autocorrelation of input pulse is equal to GSF. So if I will apply tau minus t shifting, so it will become e to the power minus j 2 pi ft GSF. From here you can see this particular quantity and this quantity. This particular quantity is exactly equal to S naught F, so this will become equal to S naught T. So you can also calculate the output expression in terms of autocorrelation. So the time domain version of this output S naught T will be the shifted version of autocorrelation function of input pulse. And finally, one more expression, which is the energy of the output pulse. So if you have to calculate the energy of the output pulse, it will become minus infinite to infinite S naught square T dt. So you can also write it as minus infinite to infinite mod of S naught F square df, and you know that it is equal to the power spectral density, sorry, the energy spectral density of the input pulse. So it will become this, or this can also be written as mod of SF power 4 df. So these are the conclusions. So I'm writing all the conclusions once again, that HF should be equal to S conjugate F e power minus j 2 pi ft. Second conclusion was S naught F will be equal to GSF e power minus j 2 pi ft. Third is the S naught T will become RS tau minus t. Fourth one is if you will take the mod of S naught f, it will be equal to the energy spectral density of input pulse, and finally the energy of this output pulse S naught t is equal to minus infinite to infinite energy spectral density square of input signal, or minus infinite to infinite mod of SF to the power 4 df. So all these are very important conclusions, and most of the questions will be based upon these properties that we discussed till now. So that is it from this lecture. In the next class we will discuss about the matched filter based receiver. So till now we were discussing that whenever a single pulse is transmitted, how the receiver with matched filter will behave. In the next class we will discuss about a general receiver which has the facility to receive both 1 or 0. So how the matched filter will behave, what will be its unit impulse response, that will be discussed in the next class. Thank you.
So hopefully we have understood every concept in this class. If you have any doubt in any concept, you can let me know in the comment section. I'll try to resolve that thing. Apart from that, you can also follow me on various social media platforms. For example, you can join this Telegram group where you will be getting important notification, important updates. This is Telegram group where you can also comment, you can ask your queries, or maybe you can also suggest me for the improvement. Apart from that, this is my Unacademy profile. On this Unacademy profile, you should also follow me so that you can get the important updates of the Unacademy also, right? And this is the Notion page. You just have to type this tiny.cc/VishalGate. So you will be redirected to a page where all the special classes are arranged very systematically. तो मैंने बहुत सारे टॉपिक्स पे स्पेशल क्लास ले रखी है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल नाइक्विस्ट, फूरियर सीरीज, latches and flip flop, double integrations, okay, lot of things are there. So you will be getting all these concepts absolutely free of cost. You just have to type this in your URL, you will be redirected to that page and attend these lectures one by one. You will be getting a next level confidence in these topics that I can guarantee you. Now this is the Notion page of your YouTube, on which you will be getting the links of the YouTube. Apart from that, you will be also getting the PDFs of that particular lecture. So this is very important for you, and just you have to type http://bit.ly/gatelive. So gatelive, you just have to type it in the capital so that you can access all the lectures link and PDF arranged systematically. So if you want to attend or you want to clear the examination with the free resource, then this is the channel for you. This is the best recorded videos which has been ever made. You just have to go to that lecture, just click the link and download the PDF and start studying systematically. So we have also done this for you so that any student, whether he is sitting any part of this country, should not face the difficulty in cracking the examination, whether he can afford or he cannot. Now if you can afford, then the subscription prices are not something which you cannot pay. It is very nominal amount which you can pay, and you can just avoid all the distractions, all the time wastage which we will be doing in downloading those PDFs, arranging them, arranging for the test series, and a lot of other things that you have to arrange, doubt solvings you have to arrange by yourself. If you want to avoid all those distractions in a very nominal amount, so you can go for the Unacademy Plus subscription. For 12-month subscription, you have to pay only 74 rupees per day. Apart from that, for 18-month subscription, which is the best possible subscription, you have to pay 63 rupees per day. It is even lesser than the pizzas that you order on your home. So it is that much of amount that can shape your career, that can give you the best possible rank in the examinations under the guidance of the best teachers of the country, which has been right now placed on the Unacademy. Now 24-month subscription will cost you 54 rupees per day. So these subscription amounts will give you the subscription for the desired period. Apart from that, if you are using this code, you just have to remember this code, write my name, write GATE after it. You can also write ESC after it. So you have to write my name and write ESC after it. So any one of these code, once you apply, you will be immediately getting the 10% discount. You will be getting all the features of the Unacademy. You will be getting the guidance of all the teachers present on Unacademy, and everything you will be getting that is needed to crack the examination once you are using this code. So if you think we are working hard, we are giving our best content, we are giving the free content absolutely for you guys, and everything that is needed for every student to crack the examination. So never forget to use this code whenever you are taking the subscription. So this code is very important and you have to use every time you are taking the subscription. Now those who are interested for the price is total price amount. So let me tell you, total price is 27,225 for 12 month, 34,650 for 18, and for 24 month it is 39,600. You can also pay this by using zero cost EMI. Zero cost EMI can be paid by credit card and debit card. In debit cards, there are only Bajaj and HDFC as of now available. Okay, so this zero cost EMI means you do not have to pay anything extra. Any interest is not, you should not pay, and you have to pay this much of amount on the daily basis if you are looking for the zero cost EMI option. Apart from that, if you are coming for Iconic subscription, so Iconic mein, I have already told you that your personal coach will be the game changer. He will be he will be basically following you to give you the guidance so that you can get the success in a very short span of time. So he will be following you, he will be pushing you every time. Now, once you use this coupon code, this will be costing you around 45,225, and if you are using this coupon code, write my name gate after it, you will be getting the 24-month subscription of Iconic in 66,600 rupees. Fine. Apart from that, every one of you should follow this GATE aspirant group, and there also some important notification always comes. Now, what are the YouTube channels that you should immediately subscribe? This Creatrix, this is the channel on which you are present. This is Unacademy GATE questions, where previous year questions has been solved by the educators. So you'll be getting all the previous year questions video solution apart from the PDF also. This is the Electrical Junction channel, where you will be getting the important concepts of EC and electrical. And this is Engineering Pathshala, where you will be getting some practical aspect of the videos, some animated videos that will enhance your ability to think. So these are the channels which you should immediately subscribe so that you can get a better content. Fine. Now these are my some YouTube videos which I have created for you. In all of these videos will give you some motivation, guidance, content, and some strategy. So these are hand-picked videos. You can immediately follow these videos. Okay. So thank you so much. And those who are coming on this channel, immediately share all the content which is present on this channel. We are working very hard for you guys. So this is your responsibility that you should share this channel. You should subscribe this channel. Also share the link of this channel, link of the videos, link of the educator whom you follow, so that every student who is needy, they can come onto this channel and they can get the best possible rank. So all the best everyone. Let's crack it.